A long time ago, in the lively village of Mabundu, the people were happy and hardworking. They deeply loved their king, Bibi, who was old, wise, and full of proverbs reflecting the wisdom of his gray hair. King Bibi was a ruler who treasured his people equally, never playing favorites, and they, in turn, cherished him. One day, as the sun painted the horizon in shades of amber, the villagers gathered under the great storytelling tree. This ancient oak, with its sprawling branches and roots entwined with the earth like veins, was a sacred witness to generations of tales and decisions. Legend had it that the spirits of ancestors lingered in its shade, making it a place of wisdom and truth. Leaning on his intricately carved ebony staff, the king raised his voice, silencing the murmurs. "My people," he began, his deep, measured tone carrying authority and warmth, "I am old, and soon my son, Prince Mamu, will ascend the throne. But a king cannot rule alone. A queen must stand beside him, one not of beauty alone, but of wisdom and justice, for only such a woman can uphold the values of Mabundu." A hushed murmur swept through the crowd. The king's words were unexpected, for this was not their tradition. Yet, curiosity held them captive as he continued. "To find her, I have devised a contest. All eligible maidens must come forward and solve this riddle. I am not alive, but I am growing. I do not have lungs, but I need air. I do not have a mouth, and yet I drown. What am I? She who answers this riddle will prove her wisdom and be crowned queen. 1 week from now, on the next market day, the contest shall begin." The villagers erupted into whispers, some astonished, others skeptical. Among the elders, a few exchanged disapproving glances. "The king's age clouds his judgment," one muttered, though none dared voice their dissent openly. Meanwhile, Prince Mamu sat silently beside his father, his handsome face shadowed with discontent. While he respected the king, he longed to choose his bride himself. Without a word, he slipped away, the crunch of his sandals against the red earth marking his departure. In the forbidden forest of Mabundu, a young woman named Miranda lived in secrecy with her parents, Mr. Gondu and Mrs. V. Banished for a crime they did not commit, the couple had survived against all odds, carving out a life in the forest. They built a home, farmed the land, and became prosperous. The gods even blessed them with a daughter of exceptional beauty and intelligence. Miranda, raised in this isolation, learned the secrets of the forest, the art of warfare, and the wisdom of nature. Her fairy godmother, a mystical being who visited her often, taught her the history of Mabundu and the importance of justice and balance. When the fairy godmother heard of King Bibi's contest, she urged Miranda to participate. "This is your time," she said, her voice both stern and gentle, "but reveal your identity only at the right moment. The wisdom you possess is your greatest weapon." The market day arrived, and the village square teemed with life. Women in vibrant Ankara and Kente fabrics filled the air with the aroma of roasted yams and suya. Contestants stood in line, their necks adorned with coral beads, their faces alight with hope and determination. Among them was Miranda, her elegant jella framing a face both radiant and commanding. Her confidence and unfamiliar presence turned heads. "Who is she?" murmured the crowd. "Surely not from Mabundu." For 5 days the contest unfolded. Maiden stepped forward, offering answers to the king's riddle. A tree, a fish, the wind, a drum. Each answer, though creative, was incorrect. Disappointment rippled through the crowd, but anticipation grew with each passing day. On the final day, Miranda stood alone, the last contestant. Holding a beautifully etched calabash, she stepped into the center of the square. Silence fell as she began to sing, her voice resonating like the call of an ancient spirit. "Virtue is the crown we wear, unseen but bright. A lamp in the darkness, a beacon of light. Kindness and wisdom, the greatest of all. The strength of the spirit answers the call." She then spoke. "The answer to the riddle is fire. Fire grows when fed, requires air to burn, and dies when submerged in water. It represents balance, wisdom, and the power to nurture or destroy, depending on its use." King Bibi rose, his eyes gleaming with approval. "This," he declared, "is my son's queen." Prince Mamu, who had initially harbored doubts, broke into a smile, his joy unmistakable. He stepped forward, taking Miranda's hand as the royal crown was placed on her head. During the celebrations, Miranda made a startling announcement. "I am Miranda, daughter of Mr. Gandu and Mrs. V, who were falsely accused and banished. Today, I present them to you, vindicated by the gods who protected them." The crowd gasped, and the elders who had orchestrated the false accusations hung their heads in shame. King Bibi, true to his commitment to justice, ordered their punishment and restored Miranda's family to their rightful place. Soon after, King Bibi passed peacefully in his sleep, leaving the throne to Mamu and Miranda. Their reign, guided by wisdom and fairness, ushered in prosperity for Mabundu. The story of how love and wisdom triumphed became a cherished tale, passed down for generations. And so King Mamu and Queen Miranda ruled wisely, their legacy a testament to the power of truth, justice, and resilience. And so they lived happily ever after.